Hi, and welcome to your journey into actually healing yourself. What I've put together here are lessons that you can now watch, learn those exercises. Even if it's not all of them, there may be just one or two that actually really hit the spot. So first of all, let me explain that some of these exercises, in fact, most of them, are not what you're used to seeing. These are somatic exercises, meaning this is something that you need to tap into your inner awareness in order to get the benefit. Most of the time, we're taught exercises that we have to copy or that we have to fit into a form. That's not true for clinical somatic exercises. The important thing is how you feel, what you're actually learning from your own experience. Clinical somatic movement uses a procedure called pandiculation, which is something that we do all the time, but we always think of it as a stretch. In the morning when you get up, or if you've been sitting for a while, you do this. We always call that a stretch. But what that's actually doing is it's sending that message between our brain and our muscles of this is where your muscles are going to rest until you reset the system again. So if I have an injured shoulder, that pandiculation might look more like this. Because this shoulder is saying, don't reach that far. That means that for the rest of the day, when I go to reach something high up, this arm will easily go there, but this one has a set loop that says, nope, only go that far. So what clinical somatic exercises do, by using the power of this pandiculation, this contraction and release, is it sets up a learning environment where your nervous system can start to learn a different pattern. Many of us have patterns that we've had for years, ways that we stand, ways that we sit, or we've had an injury which has altered the way that we stand or sit or do something. And so our body develops what Thomas Hanna called sensory motor amnesia. It forgets how to do things in a way that is most efficient. So what these exercises are meant to do is to undo what has been done over the years and create a new neural pathway so that you can actually start to control your own experience. With the somatic movements, you'll notice that there's a pattern. There is a contraction of specific muscles, and then you're to notice those contractions so that then the release can happen totally within your control and as slowly as you possibly can. When I'm teaching these in the videos, you'll notice that they're not that slow. Well, that's because they're teaching videos. Once you actually learn the exercise, you don't need to watch me anymore. You don't need to see anything. You close your eyes, you have the experience yourself. So we're cultivating this inner awareness. That also says something about how to practice this. Because this is inner awareness, learn the exercises first. Find the ones that work for you. Do those. If you start a practice where you take 2 or 3 of those exercises and you learn them really well so that you can really turn your attention inward, you'll start to see results within a couple of weeks, definitely. So the first point is do them a lot more slowly, the releases a lot more slowly than you're going to see them in the videos, so that you can start to learn from yourself. So a couple other points about practicing somatics. Because you're turning your attention inward, you want to make sure that you're practicing in a place and at a time where you're not going to be interrupted. So if you've got family members or roommates, let them know that this is what you're doing so that nobody interrupts you, because interrupting that learning process can kind of wipe that out. So slowly make sure you don't get interrupted. Be sure that you're practicing these on the floor, on a mat or on a blanket, rather than on a bed or a soft surface, because we're working with gravity. So you want to be able to actually feel the floor beneath you. And that's what we're working with, is feeling the coming down onto that floor in a way that actually uses gravity as our force. So you want to feel your body against the floor. Just remember that what you're trying to do is access your inner teacher. And that requires an attitude of witness. Simply witness and explore your experience so that you can start to harness this inner wisdom that knows when to stop, that knows when to go a little further. You will develop this awareness once you start practicing these, and then you will have longer practices so that you can explore your own inner experience with guidance. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can email me, set up a free consultation. I'm happy to help explain these, or if you would like a customized program, one-on-one, maybe a little bit more, or to treat a particular condition, I also provide one-on-one services, either live or online. So I'm wishing you success in healing yourself.